Yeah. Welcome to the HHW Show podcast, the hard hitting wrestling show. We just got done finishing WrestleMania 41, night one, Saturday night. And wow, it was an epic finish. I just, you know what? It doesn't phase me that the way things started and the way it finished, it was it was remarkable how night one just overall happened. Okay. And I tell you what, I know that Frank and Hector were watching and everything, and all of you just got done watching WrestleMania right now. And it just look, if the ending is what it is tonight, I could only imagine what could possibly happen on night two, right? Especially towards the main event between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. But let's recap real quick of what just happened. And once again, you can also tune into our website, hhwshow.com. And listen, I'll put down the ticker so you can see who are the winners from night one. But overall, let's get to it on the first one. Jey Uso wins and becomes the world heavyweight champion. That was a give me. Everybody knows that was a give me. The way the storyline was built, the way it started. I kind of disagree how Michael Cole was talking about how he chose Gunther. What reality is Gunther made Jey Uso choose him, right? Constant attack, constant insults and stuff like that, and just trying to belittle him from the very beginning. And if there's any message about this match, is that listen, you could do whatever it is that you can do if you put your mind to it and you focus and you just do it right. Bottom line, that's all it is. Okay. And bullies, they don't really go far. And was a storyline between these two superstars. And congratulations to Jey Uso. But I have to be honest, if you was intrigued by that match, I wasn't. Okay. I don't think that there is any longevity for Jey Uso to maintain that title all the way through. That's just my opinion. But overall, congratulations to Jey Uso for becoming a world champion. The next match, well, the storyline was so boring, so tedious that the match played out the way it was. It was a lot better seeing these two superstars go at it. Charlotte Flair, who is trying to be the 14-time world champion. I know on television it said 15-time, but if you do my calculations correctly, 7 plus 6 equals 13. Okay. We're not counting the NXT world title because that is not a world title. And the tag team championships are not included. Okay. So let's do the math correctly. All right. But for Tiffany Stratton, she needed this victory. It solidifies herself as a true world champion, okay, in the WWE. Yes, she cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase on Nia Jax, but everything tend to be lame, you right? And there was not much excitement. She was just really holding that title. But tonight, I got to give props to Tiffany Stratton because she did an awesome job. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see what happens afterwards. Big shout out to Millennial Noob. Hello, I'm glad that you tuning in, and to everybody else tuning in to the HHW Show podcast. Let's go ahead and move on. The tag teams. I was wrong about this because I chose the War Raiders, but the New Day did win. And as the people in the barbershop would tell me, okay, the people in the barbershop over here in Glastonbury, Connecticut, my heroes, they told me that the New Day were going to win. I didn't believe it, but they told me, and it makes sense, right? The storyline and everything else, they had to really solidify themselves as a heel, and they got the job done. I don't like it, but it happened. The New Day wins, and they are the new tag team champions. Also, a Grande Americano. Man, all right. My boy Hector did pick him over Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio got hurt on Friday Night SmackDown, and he had a replacement. Okay. He had a replacement, and Ray he tried, right. Phoenix came, and tremendous match. I'll tell you right now, it was a tremendous match. I loved it. But man, am I sick and tired of seeing people cheat? I'm tired of seeing people cheat. All right. And anyways, a Grande Americano, my prediction was that Rey Mysterio was gonna win, and that eventually they will unmask him to find out it was Chad Gable all along, but not so much. A Grande Americano is gonna stick around for a while. It seems that way. And also, we've seen an introduction of Vikingo, who is a AAA wrestler, and I'm liking how the upcoming events of WWE Worldwide is going to be collectively involved with AAA wrestling. So that's pretty awesome. But anyways, a Grande Americano winner, and we'll move on to the next match. Jade Cargill defeating Naomi. I think unanimously everybody chose Jade Cargill to win this match, right? But it was awesome to see Naomi trying to get some ends in there, because it was looking like it was one sided throughout the whole entire storyline. But Naomi held her ground, excuse me, but Jade Cargill was a little bit better and stronger, and we see some flexibility, some athleticism from Jade Cargill in this match. However, there were some points where you could tell it was rehearsed, right? Trying to get that proper timing and stuff like that. But Cargill wins this match. Jacob Fatu, the new United States champion, well deserved. He did it. And I thought that maybe Solo Sikoa might intervene, but he stayed in the back, did not get involved. It's a clean match. Jacob Fatu deserved this. He deserved it. And congratulations, new United States champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Wow. I just got to tell you this. The main event was spectacular. It was worth watching. It held its ground. It's got to be the best match of the whole entire night. Okay. And I got to stop right there, because if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the LA Knight and Jacob Fatu pretty much woke up the fans. All right. Because at the very beginning of WrestleMania, it was really boring. Oh my God. Even the World Championship, I was nodding off a little bit. I'm like, all right, okay. All right. But LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu kind of woke up the fans cheering, and everybody else came into play. All right. And the main event delivered. Okay. Seth freaking Rollins, he was the visionary, he's the architect. I chose him to win. My boy Hector chose him to win. Frank, on the other hand, chose CM Punk. But hey, Seth Rollins got the job done. He played his cards right. It was best for business. And for whatever business that was with the favor and everything else, Paul Heyman got his back. And there you have it. Seth Rollins, not only did he win the main event of WrestleMania, but that pushes him to the very top to get his hands on a world title match. It really does. Now, what's going to happen afterwards between Roman Reigns and CM Punk and Paul Heyman? Man, that's another drama about to establish there. Okay. Another soap opera. And if for CM Punk, you got what you deserved. You got to main event WrestleMania. So you can't really point fingers at Paul Heyman. For Roman Reigns, you wasn't really there for Paul Heyman when he needed you the most. And Seth Rollins played his cards right. And hey, you got to respect the man, because out of the three, Seth Rollins was the most active person in the WWE. And that really pretty much eliminates his losing drought. And now that he's back, when you main event WrestleMania and you win your match, a world title is due. The question is, after WrestleMania, we have the NFL draft, And with the NFL draft, you have the WWE draft. Wherever Seth Rollins goes, that's the title he's going to go after. Whether it's on Raw or SmackDown, he is on top of the list. And you got to respect that. Yes. All right. Other matches that's coming up is the triple threat match that's going to start off the show on Sunday. And that is Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship. I got Io Sky winning this, but Bianca Belair, as of right now, is the favorite. You also have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I chose AJ Styles just because he's been down under with that signature move from Logan Paul, but I wouldn't be surprised if Logan Paul puts up the fight and steals the victory. We got the Fatal 4-Way. Now, this is a lot of mixed messages. And like I said, big shout out to all the barbershops out there. All right. But Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Penta. Out of everybody that I've talked to, Braun Breaker is not retaining that title. Surprisingly, especially that spear he gave to Carlito, which went viral, you would think that he'd be the favorite. But I got a mixture of Dominic Mysterio and Penta. And on top of all that, Finn Balor is not even included. He's not even talking. As a matter of fact, Finn Balor might be the guy to get pinned. Crazy how that sound. But is the storyline between Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor because he always wanted one more member for the Judgment Day? Or is it the fact that should Finn Balor not win, that he will be ousted out of the Judgment Day? That is crazy talk, huh? Yeah, here we go. But yeah, I forgot who I picked. I think I picked Penta. But Dominic Mysterio is the favorite to win this match. Moving on, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. That's in the mix. I got Damian Priest winning this match. And Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria. And the fact that Bayley got attacked earlier today, she is out. The question is, who will be Lyra Valkyria's teammate? Look, I'm gonna throw a wild guess out there, and I'm throwing the dice, and you guys could tell me if it's fact or no fact. But could it be Dakota Kai? I'm just saying that because she had a couple of matches with Lyra already. She lost her chance to becoming the first Intercontinental Champion. She had a chance to go after the title again. But could Dakota Kai be her partner? Or let me tell you, maybe Roxanne Perez. Just saying. All right. It could be a possibility. Now, the question is, it'd be obvious it'll be Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch already went in public saying that she's not going to be involved in wrestling. Okay. She's going to be there to support Seth Rollins, but it could be. I'm not saying no, but I there's a small percentage of that. Just saying. All right. But it'd be pretty interesting to see who will partner up with Lyra and take away those titles from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Or could that be a game changer for Morgan Rodriguez to keep those titles? We should wait and see on that. And of course, the main event, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. I do expect John Cena to become the 17th-time world champion. Ric Flair has already went on Twitter, or on X, to say that should he win, he will congratulate John Cena. I'm all in for John Cena. All the moves and everything that Cody Rhodes has done, we haven't seen much of John Cena. This is the moment for him because, listen, he is the champion. He is. The time is now, or it's going to be not. And the goal that he wants to do is one day, John Cena wants to shake the hand to the person that breaks the record. And the only person close enough to do it is Randy Orton. But that's if he gets a shot at the world title. Just saying. But other than that, WrestleMania has lived it. It started out slow. It started out, I'm being honest. It was boring the first couple of matches. But when LA Knight and Jacob Fatu started, man, I woke up. I was full of energy. And wow, That's all I gotta say is wow. The main event, the way it finished, it was spectacular, and I just can't wait for tomorrow. What do you guys think? Which match was your favorite match? Put your comments below on the YouTube channel, or if you're following me on Facebook. And once again, I'll be back tomorrow to recap night two, right? And share me your thoughts and everything else. And what is the future that's going to happen here in the WWE once WrestleMania is finished? We know Backlash is happening on May 10th. It's the hometown of Randy Orton in St. Louis. So, yeah, big shout out to Mike Kimbrough. Yeet. That's right, baby. He finally got it done. But how long will he hold that title? Right? Just saying. There's a lot going on. You gotta love wrestling, especially now. You gotta love it. But hey, I know right now in the background, I can see that the WWE is still going on Peacock. An interview with CM Punk, but hey, there's a lot of questions, and we're not gonna get answers tonight. But Paul Heyman, what's up? And he was the focal point of the entire main event of WrestleMania Night One. Ah, it's awesome. Thank you for tuning in to the HHW Show podcast. Please visit the website hhwshow.com. I'll put it up right there for you right there. And also we have our fantasy March Madness that already round 2 was complete. Tune into that. Let me know who do you think should win that one. And of course, once again, tomorrow night, tune in after for a recap of the entire WrestleMania with me, Ovi1, yours truly. As always, I'm going to say this over and over again. You got to love some wrestling. Enjoy the night. Happy Easter, everyone. Be safe. I'll see you tomorrow night.